special announcement here in just a second, okay? I got something to tell y'all. Hold on, am I live? Yes, I am. Let me see what's going on in the comments. Lock the doors. Lock the doors. We don't need no more negative energy down here. Lock the door, Jasmine. Do you know Shaq just came downstairs and said I wasn't live? I said, hold up. And I'm live the whole time. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Let me go ahead and recenter my energy. Y'all can't hear me? Okay, I'm confused now. What's going on? Can they hear me? Because they say they can't hear me. They can't hear me. I need to know if y'all can hear me. I need to know if y'all... Okay, so y'all can hear me now, but y'all couldn't hear me in the beginning. Close your legs to marry men, okay? All this voodoo and bad energy I got around here sleeping with folks' husbands. Hey, winos! Who is hot already in this hat? Y'all can hear. All right, they down here. I'm telling you, all this voodoo and stuff. People doing roots on me, and you know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you down here sucking other people's things. You got to leave people's stuff alone. It's enough to go around. Well, no, it's not. Stats say it ain't. It ain't. All right. Miss Lenithia has closed her lounge for this weekend, okay? And she has decided to host the show tonight, all right? Since she got time, since she's only being seen on the day after the holidays, okay? All right, the day after Christmas, the day before Valentine's Day, she got time to host this show tonight, winos. Woo! Listen. Boy, do we have a roster tonight. I got a special announcement for y'all. Y'all gonna be mad at me. But I can take it. I can take it, okay? I can take it. All right, we got an exclusive face-off, okay, with Mr. Young Dro, all right? Now, if you are a part of Tasha K Live, as you should be, and I'm going to tell you here in a minute why you should be, you would have seen another version of this interview, okay? And so we have a version here that is friendly to YouTube. He decided to say he didn't want to talk to me, especially after his mother-in-law or supposedly came on the show and dragged him about her daughter, okay? But there was some things that had got messed up, okay? But he came and he wasn't going to come to sit down with me to set stuff straight, all right? We also got a little, and if y'all ever see me looking to the side, it ain't because I'm looking at nobody behind you. I got a double screen of me playing, and it's very colorful, okay? Speaking of color, y'all like my new background? Y'all like that? Y'all like that? I thought I would paint it the color of Lenithia's lounge. I wanted to feel like I was at work tonight, okay? The health department shut me down for a couple of days, and, you know, we got to F folks, you know, eating French fries and stuff out of people's plate. You know what I'm saying? We had a few roaches. They came from next door, from Sonny's Barbecue. And so we just had to shut down the lounge this weekend, okay? And so I hope y'all will accept me in place of Tasha K. Now, I know Tasha K gets lit, but ain't nobody litter than Miss Lenithia, okay? Ooh, okay. Also, we got a... I told y'all if y'all ain't on Tasha K Live, y'all would have been known this, okay? But I know the bloggers and stuff are subscribers. I appreciate that, okay? Mr. John Gray has been caught yet again, okay? And I got caught by his lawyer. We're going to talk about that here in just a second, okay? But in the meantime, before we get this show started, y'all know we would not be here without our sponsors, okay? And we got to take a second to thank them, which means, okay, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We will be right back, and y'all better be liking this video or I ain't going to tell y'all nothing about micropene John Gray. Millennial Naturals Kitty Cartel will have you addicted to how clean, balanced, and refreshed your kitty will feel after using their Kitty Crack Foam Wash. And their Kitty Crack Coat Soap will have you obsessed with how much it soothes itchiness and dryness and eliminates over sweating. Head to millennialnaturals.com to feel, smell, and taste better with their Kitty Cartel products. Oh, and one last thing. Tasha K's Kitty is spreading a little love to you with my coupon code Tasha K to help you save a little coin on your kitty for your next day.
I was placed in this hospital room for high blood pressure complications. I did everything my doctors told me to do, including taking the prescribed medications, which I've been on for years, but I still ended up here. When I got out, I learned about my olive leaf, an all-natural extract that got my hypertension under control. Don't continue to drug yourself into becoming healthier. Go to myoliveleaf.biz to learn more.
Belle's Secret. Following a routine paired with Belle's Secret all-natural and hydrating, plant-based brightening facial wash and moisturizer, acne eraser kits, black soaps, detox masks, and much, much more, you can rid yourself of dark spots, acne, and dry skin using Belle's Secret Gold Skin Collection. Your skin is the first part of your body everyone sees, and hydration is essential to keeping your skin healthy and slows down aging. Shop bellsecret.org for all of your plant-based skincare products now using the link below. What in the fuck is a carbonation? Who want to answer?
Before there was a white man here, we existed.
People calling y'all a cult. They're calling y'all brainwashed. They're calling y'all weak. They're calling you crazy, delusional. You're being held against your will. You're not eating. You're malnourished. Rumors of HIV and STDs. What in the fuck is a carbonation?
Caesar has returned.
Women are electrons, we're movement. We're going to move through what his mind tells us to do. We're going to do that, and we're going to collectively know, like, okay, check.
You can become the master of your reality.
And how do you get people to follow you immediately? Master teacher. Never heard a black guy refer to himself as master teacher. And I'm thinking to myself, what warrants you to carry that title?
He was ordering you to slap the girls.
Bitch gonna take your place. You looking weak.
I went up against Oya. I'm Oshun. I went up against Oya, and I fought, and I won that battle.
So you would date a transgender?
Yeah. As long as they look like the female, not the man, not the cheap ones. You know the cheap ones? You know the cheap ones.
What's shaking up in you?
Close your legs to marry men. Okay? Close your legs. That is the quote for tonight's show. You heard me, okay? All right. Speaking of can't close legs, Mr. Martel Holt, okay? Now I heard about what happened. This show gonna go a little different because, you know, we doing this Nene style tonight. I heard about what happened through Melody's wannabe ratchet ass, you know what I'm saying? I can't stand a bougie trick trying to be hood. It just don't mix right. So she gets in the car, okay, sounding like Alvin the Chipmunk. And let me tell you, ain't nobody gonna try me, or ain't nobody gonna try me. Martel, I can't. Hood chick would have let him whoop his ass. That's what happened, okay? Now, I know y'all saw the video of her going live of Martel fighting and shit like that, so I decided to call Martel and see what the hell was going on around there, okay? Now, he said Miss Wanda had done popped off on Melody, okay? Melody, she tried to steal Melody from behind, but Melody's wig was too quick. So she, you know, she was able to get out the way. She had that blunt cut, so she just razor that bitch out the way, you know what I'm saying? And of course, Marcel, whatever his name, I don't even know how to say that man's name. Jesus, I done talked to him on the phone plenty of times too. I still can't say that. I just say Mar. I'm gonna start calling him Marcus. So Marcel, I guess, you know, got a little, you know, mouthy with Martel, okay? And he said that Martel said there was no fight. That's why nothing was on camera. They're not going to be saving anything for the show. They were filming all day, okay? People got a little hot. They got a little irritated. And so as a brother, he decided, you know what I'm saying, to check his brother. And I know y'all tired of me fixing this wig, but you have to understand, okay? This is my good wig, okay? I got to keep it out my face. Let me put the clip right here. Hold on for a second. I'm tired of moving this damn wig. Hold on. There we go. Hope it's on. Should have told Kim, come fix this wig. Yeah, Kim in the studio tonight. Anyway, so yeah, he basically said ain't nothing happened, ain't nobody get to no fight, okay? Melody ran her ass to the car to get on live to sell them damn skincare products, okay? And so, you know, it was nothing. It was nothing. I know y'all told me to look into it. Martel said him and Marcel and the brothers are very close. They have made up, okay? They had a little scuffle. You know what I'm saying? Nobody put no hands on each other, and Melody was out there acting crazy for no damn reason, okay? But she said, make sure you purchase that body butter. Moving on. I just plugged that business. I got a little surprise. Put him down for a second before I get pregnant. I got a little surprise for y'all later. Well, ain't no surprise. I just got an announcement for y'all, okay? Now, if you on the app, you already know what the announcement is, so y'all finna get pissed at me tonight. But it's okay. I told you can cuss my ass out anyway. Not that I give a damn, okay? Now, where's my birth control? Before Nick get on and say, where's my birth control? I mean, he just breathe. He just breathe and your ass get pregnant, okay? I know Megan Thee Stallion's new song, Plan B, was dedicated to Nick Cannon. I know it was, okay? I felt it in my spirit. The way she was just, you know. Because I guarantee if she wasn't with Party, she would have been pregnant too. Because she's silly like that. You know, Megan is silly. Now, I know you're wondering who is this at the bottom, okay? So we're going to play a little game tonight. We're going to play Guess Who the New Baby Mama Is. She embarrassed. So we left her head cut off to see if y'all can guess who she is. She's a photographer. She's black. She's brown skinned. Very beautiful, of course. And she is currently pregnant and hadn't announced a man, okay, yet alone her baby. Now, she shows off the bump, but she hadn't showed off who made the bump, okay? And we got exclusive information tonight on who made that bump. All right. And also there are 4 other bumps, and we're over the next couple of weeks, we're going to say, guess who the woman is. Okay. So I want y'all Googling tonight. All right. I want y'all to tell me who this is. What the prize going to be? What the prize going to be? What's the prize? We got to give them a prize if they guess. We got to see how well y'all know celebrity gossip. That's what we're going to see tonight, okay? And so we're going to hold that. We're going to put it up, okay? Either before the commercials or after commercials, and let me know if you can guess who the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th baby mother is, okay? Now, we'll be back. Hold that thought. Let's go. Who's next? I'm Vanna White tonight. Tyrese. Let me hold $2 million, Tyrese. I mean, you, for you to want to borrow $2 million from Will Smith, but yet you take $200,000 to go buy an 8th grader a Maybach. Now, I don't know if y'all saw, okay, he's filming finally. He's back filming movies. He got a little advancement, okay? Had some money left over, just a little bit from what Will gave him. And he decides, because he can't show up to see his daughter graduate from the 8th grade. Now, I don't know who started these graduations, but where I came up, you graduated twice. Pre-K, okay? Pre-K and high school. That's it. Don't be talking about college and all that shit. I said where I came from. Pre-K and high school. You don't graduate from no elementary school. You don't graduate from no middle school. Yeah, you barely graduating from high school. Most of them was graduating from alternative school. And after he done dragged her mammy across social media and said, oh, he only married her for a green card. He ain't want her. You know? When you disrespect the mother, you disrespect the daughter. She gonna read that. She gonna hear about it online. And because you can't make it, because you rarely there, you always on vacation with your Instagram thoughts. You wanna pod her car. The car rolled right out of a pod. A $200,000 Maybach. And you know why? You know why? I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Why? It's because his ass ain't never there. Out of all the women he done drugged, not drugged like drugged, okay? I don't want nobody hit me with no more lawsuits. I ain't got it. I'm talking about drug across social media. Who knows? But I ain't mean that. Don't go DMing him now. Close your legs, close your mouth. Now, it's because he's insecure. When you got a crying daddy that's insecure, that's been failing for the last couple of years, he want to live through the trial. The girl couldn't even reach the damn steering wheel. She was just, hold on. This was the little girl in the to my hi, daddy, rolling out of a pod. This was the baby in the front seat. First of all, you don't drive those cars. You hire a driver. That's what you do. And when your babies are living in townhouses, they ain't got no business with no personal driver, let alone a Maybach, and you borrowing money from Will Smith that won't soon have it. I don't get that. You just trying to live or make up for your daughter. Yeah, you wanted a Maybach at 12, so you figure she want one. Just sit down and ask her, baby, what do you want for your graduation, baby? What do you want? Because you're going to graduate in 4 more years. What you going to re-give her that car? You going to re-deliver it? You going to package it back up, paint it pink? You know what I'm saying? Maybe give her a driver this time with the same car. What do you give her at 18? What do you give her? You done gave her that. What can you give her? You need a helicopter this time. You gonna need to buy her a personal private jet. What's the name of his car? Voltrex? Sponsored by Voltrex. Now, I know he gonna like that shout out. Yeah, I know. How do you top that? That's why he date these type of women. How do you top that? That damn water went down the wrong pipe. Hold on. Left them married men alone. Swallowing they. That's what happens when you swallow married men's shit. Come on back here. Come on back here. Come on back here. Yeah. So, I know he gonna cry in a few years when the movies ain't coming up, and he kind of wish, what should I have not bought? What can I pawn or sell back? You can't take that car back. Shit, that ain't no damn what do they call them damn cars, them little toy cars. That ain't one of them damn cars. No. Moving on. Y'all better be liking this video. Whew, it is hot in Tasha K's studio. She got to do better. She know I'm 55, okay? My stuff don't even get wet no more. I got to make it wet. All right, speaking of making it wet and don't want to stop or slow down, Miss Coco, okay, down at the children's water park with a G-string on that you couldn't see because she's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 BBLs. I don't know where she's going to stuff anymore. I don't know, okay? And I know for God's grace, she is trying to hang on. She is trying to hang on. There was a slight moment when Coco had him. She tried to tell everybody it was real. And now y'all starting to see what we saw, okay? But now y'all don't want to see it all of a sudden. This little girl's going to grow up and see her mother on Pornhub, while her mother is in her classroom with bodycon dresses on, walking ass first. Don't act like you don't know what walking ass first is. You don't know? You want me to try to do it? I ain't got much ass. You know I'm Nene, I got a long back and a crack. So I wish I could demonstrate it, but I cannot. But walking ass first means you are trying too hard, just a little too hard. I would probably try hard too if I had someone who refused to let go of the sunglasses and his hair. He got a few strands hanging on. But it's just, I don't understand. You're breastfeeding a 5-year-old. Mine is 3, so I mean, I'm okay. Y'all ain't gotta cuss me out. If it's past 4, y'all can give it to me, okay? You're cradling a 6-year-old. You have a 9-year-old in a stroller while you're shopping, sucking her thumb. And you want to be at the water park telling my daddy was photographer with your entire ass out around children. I don't even think Coco can wipe it. I don't see, she has to literally, if she ain't got a bidet, this bitch nasty. She can't get it. It's too tight. When you stuff it too much, you can't move it. You can't get back there to wipe it. I know she wiped from back to front. I know she do. You can't go up and around, and if she does and miss wrong, she got shit everywhere. And it's time for a shower, an entire shower. Now, I just don't get her at 47 years old, and yet she's still wearing G-strings that we can't see because she paid for them to not be seen. If you ask me, she had on no drawers. She had on no drawers. There's other people's daddies out there. They probably going into the bathroom stall, getting off, and the toilet short. You know them kind of parks with a toilet short because you at a baby park. She ain't getting no attention at home. Hell, he can't give her no attention. He don't even give his motherfucking hair no attention. I can't stand hoes like this. Listen, real quick, remember, before we go to break, I want you to guess who. Nick Cannon. Put the picture back up, Jasmine. Guess who this baby mama is? I'm still trying to think of the prize. You know what the prize is going to be? I ain't going to fuck your husband. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We'll be right back. Guess who? Millennial Naturals Kitty Cartel will have you addicted to how clean, balanced, and refreshed your kitty will feel after using their Kitty Crack Foam Wash. And their Kitty Crack Coke Soap will have you obsessed with how much it soothes itchiness and dryness and eliminates over sweating. Head to millennialnaturals.com to feel, smell, and taste better with their Kitty Cartel products. Oh, and one last thing. Tasha K's Kitty is spreading a little love to you with my coupon code Tasha K to help you save a little coin on your kitty for your next day.
I was placed in this hospital room for high blood pressure complications. I did everything my doctors told me to do, including taking the prescribed medications, which I've been on for years, but I still ended up here. When I got out, I learned about my olive leaf, an all-natural extract that got my hypertension under control. Don't continue to drug yourself into becoming healthier. Go to myoliveleaf.biz to learn more.
Bell's Secret. Following a routine paired with Bell's Secret all natural and hydrating, plant-based brightening facial wash and moisturizer, acne eraser kits, black soaps, detox masks, and much, much more, you can rid yourself of dark spots, acne, and dry skin using Bell's Secret Gold Skin Collection. Your skin is the first part of your body everyone sees, and hydration is essential to keeping your skin healthy and slows down aging. Shop bellsecret.org for all of your plant-based skincare products now using the link below. What in the fuck is a carbonation? Who want to answer?
Before there was a white man here, we existed.
People calling y'all a cult. They're calling y'all brainwashed. They're calling y'all weak. They're calling you crazy, delusional. You're being held against your will. You're not eating. You're malnourished. Rumors of HIV and STDs. What in the fuck is a carbonation?
Caesar has returned.
Women are electrons, we're movement. We're going to move through what his mind tells us to do. We're going to do that, and we're going to collectively know, like, okay, check.
You can become the master of your reality.
And how do you get people to follow you immediately? Master teacher. Never heard a black guy refer to himself as master teacher. And I'm thinking to myself, what warrants you to carry that title?
He was ordering you to slap the girls.
Bitch gonna take your place. You looking weak.
I went up against Oya. I'm Oshun. I went up against Oya, and I fought, and I won that battle.
So you would date a transgender?
Yeah. As long as they look like the female, not the man, not the cheap ones. You know the cheap ones? You know the cheap ones.
What's shaking up in you?
I am Oshun, and I fought Oshai, and I took her husband. Listen, Carbonation, all right? Our special edition premieres on my app, Tasha K Live, all right, .com, in the $12.99, the $12 tier. I don't know why I keep saying $12.99, all right? June 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, okay? So y'all better be, posing front and center to see what the hell going on around there at the Carbonation, pushing 3, all right? Shout out to them, boy. I'm telling you, they said pushing 3 so much. I literally dreamt of anything 3, pushing 3. Everything was made in 3s. I was saying 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I swear to God. So listen, I ain't even do my hair. Cause you tell, look at the video. Anyway, real quick, I got a little announcement to make. First of all, bring Nick Cannon back up here. I told y'all, if y'all guess who this new baby mama is, this is a picture from her Instagram, okay? I'll reveal her at the end of the show, but I want to see, okay, whose husband is not going to get wrecked tonight, all right? All right, so I want y'all to guess who baby mama number 9 is, okay? He got FOMO, and over the course of the 4 weeks, okay, we're going to unveil those two, all right? Don't ask me how I know. I just know. Speaking of knowing, didn't I tell y'all I would fuck your husband? Didn't I tell y'all I opened my legs to marry men? Didn't I tell y'all I don't mat my makeup? I tried to tell you, okay, 6 months ago, who this was. Now, this is a grieving widow. Desperate. Didn't nobody want her before Greg. Didn't nobody want her when she divorced Greg the first time. Didn't nobody want her when she killed Greg. When I killed Greg, sorry. That insurance check was worth the trip to Ghana I did with Yoni. Didn't I tell you this man was married? I told you the family reached out to me and thanked me. for fucking that lady husband. And y'all was trying to talk on that bullshit. See, I like when people find out 9 months later and the winos be in the comments, Tasha said this, y'all late. Sorry, Nene told her own business tonight. That's why she's gonna report on it tonight, okay? Now, I told y'all 5 months ago that the woman reached out to me and she was very distraught because her husband was broke and he was a clout chaser that wears tight suits, okay? So tight, that's why he always frowning. In his face, when your clothes is tight, you know how you got that, that's why he always frowning, okay? Now, he lying to this woman because she's a grieving widow with insurance money and a little money left over from selling a house and a little money left over from Bravo and closing down them stores, and she got a restaurant, okay? This one here likes to take PPP loans out and use a firm to buy Tom Ford and Gucci. Yeah, I bought my Peloton off a firm. Yeah. That's what this one is, okay? And instead of her thinking right, because she's too busy filing the insurance check trying to prove she didn't kill Greg, she decides to let this tight suit, okay? He got a rash on his balls. He smelled money. Yeah. So what does he decide to do? To dig down the widow, the grieving widow. Now, and I blame Peter for it. I do. And I'm going to cuss him out the next time I get down there to bar one to get the oxtails. I'm going to cuss his ass out. I really am. They really good. So I'm going to be nice about cussing him out. I'm going to eat first, then do it later. Now, we wouldn't even be here, and this lady would not be suing her had she would have just been woman enough to check with the lady about the lies he told her, because according to the wife, all she knew is that he was going down to Atlanta to have Nene invest her insurance money from killing Greg into him. He was going to take it back down there to the wife in North Carolina, okay? Wife said, okay, baby, do your business. I understand. She been supportive. Been with the man almost 30 years. She been supportive. They ain't got no arrangements or no second marriage or nothing like that. He's been faithful this far, okay? Until he realized his gray beard and his 75-year-old looks can grab desperate widows like this. Think about Nene wide as hell. Come on now. Let's just be honest. Nene is wide. Have you seen her in comparison to him? He can't even grab her all the way around. He can't even push her down to say, baby, give me a kiss. He got to stand up on the box he's using to dress her fat ass son, okay? Just to give her a hug and a kiss. He has to stand up to look over her wide shoulders just to look and see how much she deposited in the bank today. Because this man don't got it. That's what the family said. He don't got it. Hell, he is yet to pay back the suits and the wallets and the belts he's bought off of a firm. A firm will line up them accounts now. See, I do that shit when I'm hiding, purses and stuff from Shaq. So he don't know. He know now because he watching, but I'm just saying, I got to give commentary. You can't justify buying a $10,000 purse. And the firm got good finance deals, okay? They don't even check credit. I know a firm hit's going to get hot tonight. Listen, they going to be like, who this affiliate link came through? Just make sure y'all give me my credit. Okay? Now, he ain't paid him off. He has yet to pay off the PPP loan. He tried to get her to pay off. Going to Ghana. Got her going to Africa on Greg's money. Can't even run a restaurant and closing a damn restaurant down because she too busy traveling everywhere. Can't watch it. So now she got to close it down for the weekend. You think I'm lying? Go to her page. And now she gotta fight a lawsuit over somebody else's husband. Ain't no way I'm going to court and gonna put up a video sitting next to somebody's husband and this Negro ain't even filed for damn divorce yet. What does that tell you? You ain't still nobody's husband. Why he ain't filed for divorce yet? Why? A filing you can look up in the system. It ain't there because he ain't got the money to file for one. He's still trying to figure out how to ask this desperate ass widow to pay for it. And she gonna be dumb enough to pay for it. And then you want to taunt the lady. Yours, mine, ours. I'm gonna be honest with you. You gonna mess with the wrong wife around here. The wrong one. And she done stood beside him in them tight ass suits for 30 years and you just gonna lay your wide back ass down knowing this man don't want you. You know he don't want you. Trying to act all supportive. You wanna be supportive? Go file them damn papers. You should have filed them before your wife took her ass and the damn dashiki down to the courthouse trying to get you back because he too busy lying to her. So she had to wrap, hold on for a second, she had to wrap, you know how they do. Wrap up her hair, she got that skirt tied around. Shit. He got kids and stuff. And she posted him knowing he was married. And then she wanted to ignore the comments like she didn't know. I would never do that. Yes, you would, because you desperate. To you, this is the best looking man that ever looked at you. Because ain't nobody want you but Greg. And whatever voodoo she did on him, don't even get me started with this one. Wondering why she blacklisted. You messing with an African. That's why you got blacklisted. You ain't coming back. Shit, that woman got chicken bones and goat heads and everything buried on your ass. Now watch everything fall. All over some dick, and you paying for it. You tricking at this point. Come on now, this is a trick. This man ain't got nothing. Nothing. That was for his wife. All the wives hit the wine glass. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise the glass too. Close your legs to marry men. Hide your husband. Millennial Naturals Kitty Cartel will have you addicted to how clean, balanced, and refreshed your kitty will feel after using their Kitty Crack Foam Wash. And their Kitty Crack Coke Soap will have you obsessed with how much it soothes itchiness and dryness and eliminates oversweating. Head to millennialnaturals.com to feel, smell, and taste better with their Kitty Cartel products. Oh, and one last thing. Tasha K's Kitty is spreading a little love to you with my coupon code Tasha K to help you save a little coin on your kitty for your next day.
I was placed in this hospital room for high blood pressure complications. I did everything my doctors told me to do, including taking the prescribed medications, which I've been on for years, but I still ended up here. When I got out, I learned about my olive leaf, an all-natural extract that got my hypertension under control. Don't continue to drug yourself into becoming healthier. Go to myoliveleaf.biz to learn more.
Bell's Secret. Following a routine paired with Bell's Secret all natural and hydrating, plant-based brightening facial wash and moisturizer, acne eraser kits, black soaps, detox masks, and much, much more. You can rid yourself of dark spots, acne, and dry skin using Bell's Secret Gold Skin Collection. Your skin is the first part of your body everyone sees, and hydration is essential to keeping your skin healthy and slows down aging. Shop bellsecret.org for all of your plant-based skincare products now using the link below. What in the fuck is a carbonation? Who want to answer?
Before there was a white man here, we existed.
People calling y'all a cult. They're calling y'all brainwashed. They're calling y'all weak. They're calling you crazy, delusional. You're being held against your will. You're not eating. You're malnourished. rumors of HIV and STDs. What in the fuck is a carbonation?
Caesar. House. Quick, sir.
Women are electrons, we're movements. We're going to move through what his mind tells us to do. We're going to do that, and we're going to collectively know, like, okay, check.
You can become the master of your reality.
And how do you get people to follow you immediately? Master teacher. Never heard a black guy refer to himself as master teacher. And I'm thinking to myself, what warrants you to carry that title?
He was ordering you to slap the girls.
Bitch gonna take your place. You looking weak.
I went up against Oya. I'm Oshun. I went up against Oya, and I fought, and I won that battle.
So you would date a transgender?
Yeah. As long as they look like the female, not the man, not the cheap ones. You know the cheap ones. You know the cheap ones.
What's shaking up in you?
I had to take a sip of wine now. But that was for the wife, okay? While she's sitting up to me, I would never. You're doing it. You know the man married. He ain't married you. He ain't divorced. Yoni. Just lonely. Come on up here, Monique. I got the listen. I know as a black woman, and I talked a little bit about this on my app, a lot about this on my app, but I'm gonna say this because I heard her say something that really struck my nerve. Now, you know these two have been going back and forth, okay, over contracts, over him saying shit about her, you know what I'm saying, and she don't like it, so she just used an opportunity when they had the same show that she felt he stole from her. She was supposed to be the headliner, and she took it to his ass, okay? Now, he done got personal, he done got his feelings hurt, he going back and forth with her on his radio show and shit. And then Monique, I was good up until she brought his daughter into it. And I say this to say, because there was a lot that she said, okay? She attacked the dog that was named after his dad. She attacked his wife, called the man down low. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. But when she came for his daughter, I said, now, Monique, I can't support this. I cannot support this as a black woman, because as another black woman, you did not consider that little black girl's pain before you weaponized her pain against her father. Meaning, DL Hugley came out to basically show remorse some years ago about him not acknowledging the fact that his daughter came to him to say that she was violated by a friend of his, okay? And he was honest to say that he messed up. That was big of him to say, I messed up because I was embarrassed. Black families been sweeping this mess under the rug for years, okay? And he used the platform to come out and say, I failed my daughter by not protecting her when she came to me. So Monique, as she's throwing jabs, you wanna throw his daughter up in here to get back at him talking about you being a menace in the industry. Now, I just don't agree with that, okay? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because y'all got to watch the full segment on my app, okay? But when she brought that little girl in there and her pain the same way Oprah, you remember that? The same way Oprah brought your family on national TV and disregarded your feelings and did it for ratings, you decide to use another black woman's pain for your benefit to weaponize and to make him look bad just so you can win an argument. I don't agree with that. And at this point, one black woman to another, I don't think she gonna work again, really, in the industry. You working for 50 Cent, you broke. Ask Omar, what's his name? Mark Hardrick. Man had to borrow money from 50 Cent while working for 50 Cent in jute suits. Got me spitting and shit. It's these teeth. They don't tell you about these damn veneers. I'm gonna tell y'all later this year though. You gonna get veneers? This is what you need to know. Nah, but I don't agree with that, okay? Now, I know y'all wanted me to go in there, but I just don't feel like regurgitating myself like that. You know, and besides, we got this interview coming up that's going to take about an hour of y'all time. You know, Young Dro stopped by the wine cellar to get some shit straight. Think y'all going to like this interview. It's real. It's really real, okay? Came to set me straight. But you know, don't nobody set Tasha straight now. Don't nobody do that now. Listen. All right, now I don't agree with that, and I'm not rocking with that, Monique, because that's another black girl, and you all out here screaming, we brothers and sisters, we this and that, and just because everybody dragging you on social media for overreacting by looking stupid over that contract, you want to drag an innocent woman's pain in here the moment her father used the platform to say that he was sorry. Because your family ain't said they were sorry. You don't know what that's like. So what you want to do is you want to reignite a beef between a father and a daughter simply because your mammy and your daddy ain't had the courage to say sorry and got a check from Oprah to tell the world they didn't give a fuck, okay? Now, that's on that. I can't even talk about this. I can't even take them off the screen. I could just smell semen through the screen. Me doing a story on a girl being told by a witch doctor she looks like the witch's sister. He looks like the warlock. To don't have sex and drink each other's semen so she can have a baby. She can't have a baby because she's malnourished. Okay? She can't have a baby because, one, you cannot feed your body just greens with no nuts. Greens with no vitamins. You're not a lizard. Okay? You're malnourished and you're old. Okay? That's the reason why. So, drinking his semen, and he put it inside your sister. You're drinking your sister's, and you're drinking his to conceive a baby that you're not. Just let him take the eggs that you got left and put it in someone else. Put it in your sister's surrogate. Do that, okay? Since y'all like to share around here, because she used to mess with him too. Moving on. I don't get paid enough for this. This either. I don't get paid enough for this. Now, I wish I can get this out of my psyche. Out of my subconscious. In the words of Nature Boy. Pushing 3. I want to push 3. Pushing 3. Remember, Carbonation Special appears on the app. TashaKLive.com, June 10th, 11th, and 12th, and 13th, okay? So, we should have had John Gray host this one. Now, I know y'all have heard that I put out an exclusive story on John Gray cheating again, but this time it had nothing to do with crab legs, okay, or seafood brawl or Golden Corral. It had nothing to do with Sonny's barbecue, okay? Now, I do want to say this. The video in which I received from a young woman who we interviewed, her interview is on my app, TashaKLive.com. It's very well in detail, okay? I cannot release the videos simply because they are pornography and borderline child pornography. But we got the story on the app. But let me give you a brief synopsis of what's going on here. So 4 o'clock in the morning, Lamine is jumping around, okay? Daddy gave him candy. Last won't go to sleep. We're talking about my son, okay? And so Chelsea, ends up forwarding a video to me that she received that I thought she was watching and masturbating to at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, why are you sending me someone with a child's peen masturbate? What are you doing here? This is not what we do as boss and employee, okay? We don't do these type of things. And when I saw, I was like, oh my God. Somebody is fucking this lady husband. That's what I thought. I said, but with what? What are they fucking her husband with? And then you know what she tells me when I call her to tell her about it, and she don't want to take my calls no more for whatever reason? Girl, I warned you about your husband's micro penis. Yes, it's a micro penis, okay? On the internet. He's sending it. Asking for cheeseburgers in exchange. The Cash App cheeseburgers. No, I'm just playing. He didn't say that though, but I mean shit. So let me tell you what the video encompasses, okay? So the video is him in a robe, and it's wide open. Wide open. And to the point where his stomach, Teddy, I'm gonna have to borrow you for a second. Give me a second. I know he tired of being a demonstration. Teddy say he got 1 million followers. He ain't got no business coming from a bed with no sheets, building this channel to being hold on. I just want to show you what the video was like with John. Okay, real quick before we get to this young dro. I need my phone. So this was John Gray. This was John. Teddy, you got to get in this bitch. Oh, no. This was John Gray. Laid down. And he had the phone. And then he took his 2 fingers. 2 fingers. It's way more explicit on the app. TashaKLive.com. We got a 3-part series. It's a lot. It was so much so that it make it to the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. They on my app. I appreciate the love. He took 2 fingers. That's all he can grab it with was 2 fingers. Like I said, it was borderline child's. And he couldn't reach it really, so he was, wiggling it in the camera. Then he turned the camera around because, most people can go like this and see. But he couldn't do that, right? He couldn't do that because he couldn't. It was the circumference, of the, the velocity of the stomach. So he had to turn his camera around and do like this, and he wiggled the micro penis after preaching earlier that day at Relentless Church and told the girl, you need to come to Atlanta. Come to Atlanta. Then he put the face back in the camera and said, come on, you got to come to Atlanta. And he just wiggling. He can't even see it. If he saw what we saw, he wouldn't be wiggling it. He wouldn't do that to us. And he wouldn't put it in no camera if he saw what we saw. See, mirrors make it look bigger. Cameras make it look bigger. But what I saw, I literally want to sue this man. I want to sue him. I should have never had to get that out of, I should have never had that come into my brain. Because you can never get it out. And then he can't shave because he got 1 patch of hair. And eczema down there. Now, when you got eczema on your groin, put some lotion down there. Shit, all that bacon grease, he could have rubbed some of that down there. And I know why he married Aventer. Aventer Gap, just think about it. Aventer Gap so big, all she did was like that. And it was in there. It was in there. And he got the nerve. I'm sorry, Ted. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that to you. But that pastor, you know what I'm saying? He is relentless. He is relentless. And he's sending a girl cash out, talking about he gonna buy a house and a car. If she comes see that. And then it had the nerve to curve like this. It was like this, y'all. I swear, it was like this. I said, is this a baby? What the hell going on right here? And so, the wife says on the phone, Well, you remember, Tasha, the last time you called? Yeah. I remember. I called about the seafood broil. Your baby was in the bag. You sent the lawyer somebody, don't post your baby. I didn't even know your baby was back there till he moved the camera. He was so big. I took it down. I don't post kids. Well, the reason I said he hadn't slept with no one the last time you called, I said, yeah, I remember that. She said, that's why. I said, oh, hell no. I said, you for real? She said, that's why. And I've tried my best to stick by this man and his diabetes. He got medical problems. That's why I look like that. I said, no. You're not going to lie on the medical industry like that. You're not going to lie on diabetes like that. Diabetes don't do that. Diabetes may take a toe. It may take a pinky. It may take a leg. But it don't do that. That was God's plan. And you best believe if it was a little bit bigger, he wouldn't be with you. John Gray gonna tell me on the phone. Y'all got to watch the videos, TashaKLive.com. John Gray gonna tell me on the phone, talking about he is confused over his sexuality. I said, well, what was it, a transgender? She said, what's going on here? What we talking about? Yeah, we talked. It's a full conversation. Me and Larry Reed did a show on the conversation too. Oh, it was hell. I said, what are we talking about? You know, at 6 years old, a man pissed in my mouth. What does that have to do? And I said to him, I said, what does that have to do with you putting your child's penis in the camera? What does the man peeing in your mouth got to do? Because obviously it was a woman. You had me thinking maybe it was a trans. But when you were on massage parlor sites, as a pastor using the tithes and offering of these people in Powder Springs in South Carolina to pay for your church, and you're going to send cash apps and your first deacon's name to tell massage therapists that you don't know if they are men or women because you're confused as a pastor, and that's the reason why you making and sending videos of child. I told him everybody on this phone is black or women, because Larry Reed was on the phone, and have been molested. Don't try me. Larry, my dog. Stop. Don't try me like that. And you done tried us. Now, we don't know if this video gonna leak. And I said I called Aventine. I ain't have to call you. I did not have to call you, lady. But you knew what he was capable of. And you gonna still stay and still continue. He was in therapy. I thought it was fixed. No, he didn't get fixed. It's not fixed. It's broken. But because you first lady, you want to let your children get embarrassed. He gonna be his ass on OnlyFans next. Watch what I tell you, like the last pastor down there. And he was like this. He was like, yeah, in the back, raw, no condom. Had the dude, bow. He had what's his name? Dwight, what? I don't know. He was a pastor down there on OnlyFans. Made a deal with the OnlyFans star and said, I'll do the video as long as you gonna edit me out later. The dude said, okay, put the whole pastor on blast. He said, bow, didn't even know him, went in there straight raw with no prep. Talking about he assured his wife a clean bill of health. You gonna put that on the internet? You gonna tell the world you had to give your wife a clean bill of health and it take almost up to 10 years for you to be negative? She don't know. And this happened 3 months ago. You know that shit can pop up at any time. You know. It lay dormant for years. If you got a good immune system. Shit. Ted, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bend you over like that. My bad. I didn't take it from the back. But John, I'm just confused over my sexuality because a man pissed in my mouth. It was too much. I said, John, what this got to do with you taking 2 fingers and wiggling your penis and asking a prostitute to come down to Atlanta to play in your ass? To stick a finger in your ass? What does this got to do with somebody peeing in your mouth? As a child, at 6 years old, all of us at 6, most of us, has had dick. You understand? At 6, and we didn't want it. A 6-year-old can't give consent. It's called molested.
What the hell?
See, y'all young. Y'all ain't get it. They got it on the show. Anyway. Y'all got to go over there and watch all 3 episodes, okay? Y'all got to watch. It's too much to put over here. And I told her, you know, on behalf of the children, I'm not going to put it out there. I'm not. And I'm not in the business of airing child. We don't make money like that over here. Strictly celebrity gossip. That is it, okay? Maybe some little relationship advice. That's it. No more, no less, okay? All right, now before I start this, Ted, you gotta sit down there for a second. Before I start this interview here with Young Dro, okay, he did not have to take time out of his schedule to come sit down with us, all right, and set some shit straight. Y'all know, if y'all knew about a couple years ago, his supposed mother-in-law at the time, okay, because he ain't married. She just said he was mother-in-law, married to her daughter. She came on my show to say that he had beat her daughter up. And that he was on Miley, Perk, all the whole list, okay? And that, you know, he was into, you know, sleeping with people outside of, you know, the female race and all types of stuff, allegations, okay? And then he decided to come on to address all of that, okay? He wanted to get the record straight and talk about what really happened, all right? And so we have that exclusive here tonight. All right, I also want to tell you, because I know y'all are wondering, where have I been? I've been on the app, TashaKLive.com. Should I tell them before or after the interview? Okay, I'm going to tell you my announcement after the interview, okay? And with that being said, hold on, where's Nick? Have y'all guessed who?
Oh, he said
Nick. Have y'all guessed who the baby is? Have y'all guessed? Then you getting your husband's fuck tonight, okay? Listen, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means Bowley Razor Glass too. And then stay tuned. Y'all better like this video because I'll run this commercial twice. Don't make me run it twice before this interview starts. And then I got an announcement after this interview, okay? We got some sponsors. Let's go. Millennial Naturals Kitty Cartel will have you addicted to how clean, balanced, and refreshed your kitty will feel after using their Kitty Crack Foam Wash. And their Kitty Crack Coke Soap will have you obsessed with how much it soothes itchiness and dryness and eliminates over sweating. Head to millennialnaturals.com to feel, smell, and taste better with their Kitty Cartel products. Oh, and one last thing. Tasha K's Kitty is spreading a little love to you with my coupon code Tasha K to help you save a little coin on your kitty for your next day.
I was placed in this hospital room for high blood pressure complications. I did everything my doctors told me to do, including taking the prescribed medications, which I've been on for years, but I still ended up here. When I got out, I learned about my olive leaf, an all-natural extract that got my hypertension under control. Don't continue to drug yourself into becoming healthier. Go to myoliveleaf.biz to learn more.
Bell's Secret. Following a routine paired with Bell's Secret all-natural and hydrating, plant-based brightening facial wash and moisturizer, acne eraser kits, black soaps, detox masks, and much, much more, you can rid yourself of dark spots, acne, and dry skin using Bell's Secret Gold Skin Collection. Your skin is the first part of your body everyone sees, and hydration is essential to keeping your skin healthy and slows down aging. Shop bellsecret.org for all of your plant-based skincare products now using the link below. What in the fuck is a carbonation? Who want to answer?
Before there was a white man here, we existed.
People calling y'all a cult. They're calling y'all brainwashed. They're calling y'all weak. They're calling you crazy, delusional. You're being held against your will. You're not eating, you're malnourished. Rumors of HIV and STDs. What in the fuck is a carbonation?
Caesar has returned.
Women are electrons, we're movement. We're going to move through what his mind tells us to do. We're going to do that, and we're going to collectively know, like, okay, check.
You can become the master of your reality.
And how do you get people to follow you immediately? Master teacher. Never heard a black guy refer to himself as master teacher. And I'm thinking to myself, what warrants you to carry that title?
He was ordering you to slap the girls.
Bitch gonna take your place. You looking weak.
I went up against Oya. I'm Oshun. I went up against Oya, and I fought, and I won that battle.
So you would date a transgender?
Yeah. As long as they look like the female, not the man, not the cheap ones. You know the cheap ones. You know the cheap ones.
What's shaking up in you?
Young Dro, welcome to the wine cellar.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime you drinking water today, no wine.
No wine.
Okay.
Ain't no wine though.
Hey, don't let these winos get you now.
I know it.
All right, so Dewan Hart, that you go by, you are probably one of my favorite rappers. I'm gonna be honest, because I have a lot of fun with your rap.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Every song, every one of your hit songs, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've danced, I've had a good time, I've broken a smile. I feel young again, you know, even though I'm old now. So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Now I know me and you technically haven't officially had a conversation.
We haven't.
We had some back and forth on Instagram.
We did.
Over the banana pudding.
Yes, we did.
You was throwing banana pudding at me through Instagram. I feel like. So, unfortunately, you know, I do want to just, before we really get into all of the great things that have transpired in your life, you are now completely sober.
Completely.
Okay, I even feel bad about having you in here.
Totally cool.
It's okay.
Totally cool.
All right. I mean, just a complete 180. You know, you're not. I like to call it vibrating higher now. I don't know. Do y'all use that term?
It's called geeked up, but
geeked up.
not geeked. Really,
well, we say geeked up in Florida.
Not geeked up. You know what I mean? So.
All right. Cool. No, I just kind of want to address some things because we never really technically had a conversation. So I did an interview with a woman who claimed that she was the mother to a woman that you were, I guess, allegedly dating.
No.
No, you weren't dating.
No.
Okay, so let's get that straight.
All right.
And she claimed that it was more than just banana pudding. Now, you talked about this on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show about what happened, but she came on my show with a police report to say that you abused her daughter, you cut up the couches, her daughter had bruises around her neck and on her body, and that you were heavily addicted to drugs, which you've not ever denied, and it was because of when you came down off of those drug rages is when you allegedly abused her daughter, and that's what happened in this instance. And so,
so I mean, all of what you just said that came from that person, bullshit. Let's get this straight: the incident, the people, and the interview.
Okay.
It's totally mixed up.
Okay.
So, the incident did not happen the way the media said it did. The person that they spoke of, it was not. It was one of my kids' moms. And when I saw the caption on it, I thought it was a joke or something. Somebody called me and was like, "Yo, you gotta check this out." So when I seen it, I was like, It was very demeaning.
You're talking about my video?
The caption on it.
I think I need to change the title now.
I mean, no, it's cool.
No,
the caption was very demeaning, and it also painted a false picture of my manager.
Okay.
And my manager is Sierra.
Okay.
I've been knowing Sierra, almost 20 years. Her siblings, my siblings, we all grew up together.
And I had just figured out that that was her biological mom, you know, in that interview. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
The woman that I know and
Jennifer Anderson.
Yeah, the woman that I know and met is Sierra's mom. She's deceased. You feel what I'm saying? So over that course of time of us knowing each other, I never knew this woman. You feel me? We had never met, we had never talked. So when I seen the interview, I was like, okay, you know, and then like we grew up with each other and around each other. Our families hang out, and you know, it was just a lot of speculation, I guess, going on. But the long story short, when I saw the interview, I was very appalled, and it kind of like broke a lot of relationships with my manager Sierra. You feel me?
Between you and her?
No,
or just...
but just period, because of the type of person that this woman described. It was not that. And then like 2 years later, boom, you hit me for this interview. You feel me? And then to be honest with you, I was not fucking with you. Like,
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
when you got, I picked up my assistant's phone and I'm like, who is this? And you was like, Tasha, this Dro. And I'm like, let me get Chelsea for you.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
yeah.
I
appreciate you sitting down.
Yeah,
despite that's grown man shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
and I could have. I've heard a lot of stuff in the industry about, you know, what goes on in my life and all that, and I can brush that type of shit off. But I wasn't gonna do the interview in the beginning, and I thought about it. I was like, well, this is a time to actually set the record straight as far as my manager goes. Like I applaud any woman that comes in and is brave enough to do an interview about standing up about domestic violence about their kids. You feel me? I applaud that. But the daughter that this woman was describing in that interview is not the Sierra I know. And it's not the Sierra that anybody knows, for that matter. She's not weak. She's not the type of person that falls in the footsteps that this lady portrayed. You feel me? And that's really not my story to speak on, and I'll let her tell her story. So just to get...
Well, hopefully, Sierra, please, the chair waits.
You know, the chair waits.
Yes. So you did not put hands on her daughter?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you didn't throw banana pudding in her daughter, who was your manager's face. Okay. You've never abused her in any type of way, coming down high or coming down from high.
It's just not the person. You feel me? And it's one of my kids' mom, and I wouldn't even say who that is, because I'll let her tell you that if she wants to. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. So the situation that went down with the banana pudding that day, it was not with your manager.
It was one of my kids' mom.
It was with your kid's mother, your baby mom.
Yes. Ma'am.
Okay. All right. And so did you, just in case when people are like, well, he put hands on her. Did you put hands on your baby mother that day?
The banana pudding thing is true. You feel me? The incident with the banana pudding and all the rah-rah stuff is true. And the situation just got out of hand with the banana pudding, and we was throwing it, and then, you know, I ended up getting arrested for something that was simple as that.
It was like domestic, I forgot what it was.
It was throwing banana pudding. To be frank.
So how did you come to get arrested, like, for banana pudding? Like, what was that?
It was an argument between my mother's, my child mother and I. And that just happened to be something that was in our hand at that time. And she threw it, I threw it. And I was raging like a maniac, and the cops got called, and I went to jail.
So you mean to tell me this woman drove all the way down from where she drove from, I believe it was North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, Ms. Jennifer Anderson, who was your manager's mom, or biological mom, but not a mother that, I guess, parented her coming up, okay? And so I'm just gonna say alleged on that part, because I don't want to. Oh, you said I didn't raise my, you know.
I mean, well, that's not. Actually, that story is about to go another way.
So she made it. She made it up.
I don't. It's nothing. Nothing happened the way the media saw it.
Okay.
And this lady was not speaking the truth. So I'm just gonna leave that right there.
Okay.
Okay.
So the police report she had, it was the road police report. It was the right.
Well,
it was
I don't even know how she would have obtained a police report. You feel me? Because
Okay.
you have to have ID from the actual person. So I don't know if you're telling the truth with that. Because how can a woman drive from out of town and get a police report with ID? She had to have ID for that, you know? You can just walk up and, hey, I need a police report on this person. Well, who are you? You know, are you the person that want to, you know? So
well, I'm glad you
cleared.
cleared. I'm glad you cleared that up. We did have to clear that up, and I do. You know, I should have reached out.
Yeah, I wasn't contacted. I felt a little, but I've been in the industry a long time. You know what I mean? And I could take it. You feel me? I could brush it off, and I could say stuff, and I could act like, you know what I'm saying? And that just.
You was pretty mad with me.
I was mad with you. My feelings was hurt, and I could have.
Sorry,
but guess
I don't
what?
mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
I could have dealt with it, but it damaged a relationship. A true friend of mine, like it damaged her relationships, and it made her look totally like she. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
You feel me? And this was the time I had to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? This is a very important person to my career, to my livelihood right now, and like that's just that.
Okay.
We can move on.
Okay, we can move on. That was a lot, but thank you so much for even clearing that up. And like I said, despite our back and forth, you know, and you know, you're grown enough to sit down and say, you know, I ain't like that shit. And I'm grown enough to say, you know what, I apologize. And so we should have taken, I would say, a better route.
Yeah, that's cool.
That during that interview. So let's get on with you.
We good.
Let's get on with you. You ain't got no ghouls in here messing up my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Actually, I walk a different walk.
That's good. Okay, I'm glad I caught you on good terms now.
Yes.
Look, so you have recently just completed rehab.
Yes. Well, it's an ongoing thing right now.
It's an ongoing. Okay.
Yeah, I've been indulging in drugs, man, since 12. I think that
2012 or just 12 years?
12 years ago. Since I was 12 years old, I've been indulging into drugs.
Wow.
So to say that I'm out of rehab is not. It's an understatement. I should be up under this kind of care for a long time from here. So I went to rehab out in California, in smack dab in the middle of Hollywood. And I completed a 2-month there. I got out of there, and I completed. I'm still doing outpatient, you know, and I'm in another program that's separate from that, you know. And I've been doing this since last July of 2021. You know, so that's like a year, you know. I went in June, I think. One of those months. Been a year. Anyway, so I've been just in there, out here, and extra. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think my care I haven't completed anything. You know what I mean? I'm still thirsty for knowledge that I got from in there. I still feel like that I need a lot of care. I need a lot of love. I need a lot of assurance that the road that I'm on is the right path, because any day, you know, every day is like the first day, you know what I mean? Anything can happen, you know what I mean? So to say that I completed it I'm not complete, you know.
Okay, well, like I told you before, your skin, because when I used to watch interviews that you did, like your Ricky Smiley interview, if you look like at your side profile, your skin looked very, I would say on camera, very like leathery, very rubbery at the time, you know. But now you look good.
So you said I look like a gator?
You hide. You sound like what?
Gator skin?
No, you look like you was from Florida. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody got that tight leathery skin in Florida, you know. But no, you're. I mean, you're glowing. You obviously look hydrated. You look probably, I would say, 10, 15 years younger.
Oh, thank you.
Have you gotten that before? Be honest.
Yeah.
If ain't nobody told you that, they ain't your real friend.
I mean, well, I get that a lot now. You know, well, I always thought I looked good, but you know, today I look better. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, you know, and those drugs and alcohol and all that type of stuff, it takes a toll. I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't being honest with myself. I was running the streets, and I think that's all that was on my mind. Getting high, performing, getting fresh, smoking, drinking, popping pills, performing, you know, this state to the next state, and just run. And I guess I was running from something that was inside of me, which I think, you know, a lot of trauma from my childhood, you know what I mean? You know, my mom being shot 5 times, my dad was on dope, and, you know, my grandmama had like 7 kids, all of them passed on dope except for 2, my mom and my aunt, you know, but everybody else died like drug related.
I don't think you stood a chance.
Yeah, and it was almost like, I guess I was running from, you know, and I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't satisfied with who I was, you know. I wasn't, a lot of stuff I felt like wasn't fair. Since this is happening, I really don't think I got a chance, or I don't even want a chance, you know what I mean? I'll just do this, and, you know, this is good enough for me, I thought, you know, and it wasn't. When I got to rehab, like the first month in LA, like I just cried for like every time we had a chance to share, and then they started pulling pockets, like, okay, how do you feel about when you was a child? And I'll tell them, and they'll be like, what that made you feel like? And then I'll tell them, and they're like, how do you feel about your dad doing this? And then I started crying, you know. So it kind of like broke. It was kind of like breaking it down to what led up to the masking, the drug use, and stardom actually fueled it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was gonna say you had some of your biggest hits.
Yeah, and
while
like,
you were using.
Well, most of the time, I've always had a good heart. You know, yeah. I thank God for blessing me with that much. So it didn't just conquer me, but it took up majority of me, to where the little things that I could do was probably big to you guys, but I could have done better and bigger things.
Like what?
Music, showing up, performing to the point where I was up here instead of here. You feel me? So I would put out and I would do good, but I could have always done better, you know? And that's what the drug does. It kind of try to convinces you that, oh, this is good enough. And in the back of my head, I was like, I'm better than this guy. I'm better than this guy. This guy can't dress as better as I can, you know? And it's just, it was like, I knew these things, but with the habit, you could never reach these things. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it formed the habit it went from being a drug use to it transformed me. You're gonna choose this type of woman. Was not too good. You're gonna choose these type of friends. Not too good of friends. You're gonna hang in these type of spots. Had nothing to do with where I really wanted to be in life. So I began to be like a mediocre person with a priceless heart, and it was like I always knew like I was a phantom in the middle of the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? Like a Ferrari in the middle of Bankhead. I knew you know what I'm saying? I was like, I can actually get out of here, but I'm comfortable high. And that was totally a lie.
What's the most money you ever made before?
I don't know. For the industry?
Yeah. Like at one time, like they put
one
it in your
time,
hand.
probably at like $7 to $10 million.
What'd you do with it?
Blew it. I like
They
people
put $7 to $10 million in your
Yes,
hand.
you know, people like my homeboy called me 10-piece hot because I blew cheese.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it stayed around for a long time. And I remember calling the bank, hey, how much in there? And she was like, Mr. Hart, you just called like yesterday. I was like, I just wanted to see again today. It was like the same money in there, you know? And I would just take out 80,000, go give it away. And like these drugs would make me be in places like giving my money away literally to people that I didn't know, people that I did know. And they were like, wait till he high. He gonna give it away. And people
They used to say that?
Yeah, people used to sit around and wait. When you get high and drunk, you just sit there. I don't care who you are. I'll figure out if you have kids. And it's not all bad things. Like sometimes I gave money to people that grabbed the money and were like, yeah, that pussy ass nigga just gave me. You feel what I'm saying? And then some people like, he really is genuine. You know what I mean? And I gave until I didn't give. And then once I gave all the money that I needed for myself, I had to give up, you know, too, because I was like, well, this is all I got left and now I need this for that, you know, so that leaves me personally with not much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that the money was, it always came though. You know, I've been getting rap money since I was 17, 18. You know what I mean? I started out very young rapping, and I had been getting, like, I didn't have to sell drugs no more. I didn't have to break and steal cars. I didn't have to do any burglaries.
Were you doing all that before?
Of course. I got shot at like 14.
How'd you get shot at 14?
In grown people business. You know, trying to do what I saw mimic to me. I tried to mimic what I saw in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like being a drug dealer, you know, selling drugs, robbing, stolen cars, and being in grown people business, hanging out with this dude girlfriend, and you know, one day I kind of like met my match, and an older person put me in an older position and gave me a shit bag at that age. You know, I had to wear a colostomy bag. And it was a journey.
At 14?
Yeah, it broke. I think I weighed like 100 and some pounds. It broke me down to like 85 pounds. My eyes was all back in my head. I couldn't really walk like that no more. I was in the hospital for like 3 months. And I remember waking up and seeing the bag, and I was asking the doctor, like, the fuck is this? And she was like, that's the reason why you're living. And I cried and I cussed her out. And she called my mom. She was like, your son has a foul mouth. And she was like, he's just trying to adjust, you know. And I was trying to adjust, but I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't understand why God would let that happen to me. And I was actually playing in the devil's den at that age. So I got what I deserved.
How long did it take you to fully recover?
Well, I wore the bag for 1.5 years. And then I had it reversed because I kind of took good care of it. It could have stayed for life, but I took good care of it, kept it clean. And so when they reversed it, I was back down for like, so it took like almost 10 years to be fully, you know, because like right now, I still have internal stitches and stuff like that. So if I moved the wrong way, or I could have a setback that could actually kill me, like, you know, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So it's by God's grace you had no accidents while you were under the influence.
Nothing but God's grace.
Now, how long after you get shot did your mom get shot?
Right after. I healed, and then one day she was out on Calverton Road at the 731, and she was at the club, and one day I think they got her mixed up with somebody. And the dude ended up shooting the guy that he thought that she was with. And I remember she was telling me that when he was shooting, she hit the ground and she tried to go up under the car, and he kept shooting up under the car. So he ended up hitting her 5 times. And but she survived. And so, yeah.
So she survived?
Yeah, we're survivors.
Okay, so she's still alive to this day.
Yes.
I don't know why she said, when you say like my mama got shot, I thought she was gone.
No.
Mama, I'm sorry.
She here. She's
Wow.
still alive and well.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're in the rap game, 17.
Mm-hmm.
You making rap money. You got hits. You're with T.I. Y'all doing y'all thing.
I didn't get to tip till later. I had a.
But you had what was that DJ name? I can't think of his name. Was he a DJ you was with first? Who was the first guy
Raheem.
that got you on?
Raheem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I said DJ. I'm about to say DJ Raheem. Look, so I mean, was it like a smooth transition into the rap game? Like you got in, you instantly started making money? Did you?
Yeah. Well, I had a hit called Yes Sir a long time ago. It was like one of the first hits I had. We went to the radio and Coco Brothers was there and it was called Yes Sir, and he had me on Dig It or Dish It. I was up against Jagged Edge, I think, and I beat him.
How could you go up against Jagged Edge? It's an R&B group.
Yeah. Well, that's what they had me up against. It was so I kind of beat him on that show, and actually the hit was Yes Sir, and that was my first feel. And then like he brought me a check, and when I got the first check from Raheem, I was in his driveway. I cried.
How much was the check?
It was $6,500.
I would cry too. 17.
I had never received a check that big, and I didn't have to do nothing wrong to get it, like breaking in cars and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or selling dope for the most part. And I just was like, thank you, God. And I was very thankful. And so then I was like, I kind of like this, you know, I like this. And so I think I showed God that I would work hard for it. I did the work, and he continued to bless me.
Wow. So I guess the drug use kind of accumulated since 14.
It grew.
And it grew. What was your lowest point? Not the point to where you say, well, I'm sure that's your lowest, is when you decide you want to go to rehab. But before that, like, what was the worst that you had ever got while using drugs?
When my daughter used, my lowest point, it would always be the decline of success that never was reached. I felt really, really bad about, you know, labels doing away with me, not being available to actually get my worth, my due, like my worth. And I you know, I think I got dropped from Atlantic, you know what I'm saying? And then I went to E1 Records. I felt really, really bad because I kept seeing the stars that I was with at the time was just rising and rising. And I was too, but it started to decline. And once I got the deal with Atlantic went south, I felt really bad because I knew what it was. Nobody really knew that much about it. It was like, well, where did he go? And I was like, very depressed. You know what I mean? I felt really, really bad.
Did they tell you why they dropped you, or?
I knew in my heart why. You feel me? I wish I was the type of person that would blame that on Atlantic Records. You feel me? I'm not that type of person. It was totally me. I controlled my destiny, and I lost control at that point. At that point, I was totally like a rock star. I didn't give a damn about nothing after, like, I found out that everything was going south. So I started to rebel against everything, friends. I was mistreating people. A lot of relationships got burnt out. And then later on, before the event that sent me to the rehab, I had found out my daughter actually was using. And when I found that out, I was like, well, you know what? I can't save her high. I can't save her drunk. I can't, you know, if I did tell her that this is not good for you and I was still indulging, she'd probably look at me and be like, well, shit, you out here getting fucked up. Why not me? You know what I mean? So I tightened that shit up. I went on to the rehab without her, but that was my lowest point. My lowest point ever was when I found that out. And I went to see my child in that position.
So you saw her high?
In the worst way you could never imagine. Like, when I saw her, like, I know I got some strong legs, but the energy left out of them. I fell down and man, I was like, shit. You know what I mean? I was just like, baby, just come with me. Let's go get this help. And shit, she didn't want to go. So I proceeded to go. And now, you know, I want to be an example for her to, I want to be an example of her to show her that you can make it out of this. And I need to show you this while you're at the age you are, because nobody even really showed it to me. I had to lose a lot. I had to lose it all to actually, you know what I mean? I had to lose my mind. Like, I had to mess up a lot of stuff to actually get to the point where I'm at now. And you shouldn't have to go through that. And the only way you're gonna believe me if you see me clean. And that's what I am today.
So this is the first time ever you've ever been clean?
Spats, when I went to jail.
No, bro, I got an uncle that smokes crack. He's only clean when he's in prison. When he gets out, he looks good. But he's been a crackhead since he was 12. He's 55 now. Yeah. His whole life. So he clean right now. He got 6 years clean. But
you know, when people like say sometimes, you know, me and Tip used to have these conversations, and he'll get on me, bro. You feel me? Then I'll tighten up, you know. But I didn't tighten up when it mattered. I tightened up when somebody said it. I didn't tighten up for myself. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So being clean, it was spats of it. You know, I couldn't totally be fucked up every day, like, ugh. You feel what I'm saying? But I was fucked up enough to actually fuck up my life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what comes with the business. I mean, you rap about it.
Yeah.
You got it. It's only, you know, from experience, you know? And so how do you feel about, I guess, the music industry? And I know this is like a very cliche question, but you've lived it. You know, being in the rap industry, having to rap about a lot of the things that you were currently doing or used to do. Do you feel like we could have a rap industry without rapping about those things?
No.
Would there be a rap industry?
No. How do I want to put this? We shouldn't hide what we go through. You know what I'm saying? So telling you that you shouldn't rap about drugs almost would be like saying or tucking it back. I should tell you, it should just be, it should be a message behind it, I think. You know what I mean? But by all means, tell me that you know, took this and what it done to you. You know what I mean? Now, what we don't stress enough in the music industry is that these things could actually ruin your life, mess up your family, mothers, daughters, sons, brothers, sisters. You can actually crash out taking these things. You know what I mean? And when you're in that party and you hear me talking about it, it's not for you to literally go pick these things up. You feel me? And I want to say that now because I didn't say it then. You know what I mean? But to not talk about it is to not be truthful. You know what I'm saying? So can it be an industry? No, it won't be, because we would be lying at that point. You know, you're doing all these drugs and then you get on here and then rap about it. And then I see you in the street and you look terrible. You know what I'm saying? Right. Say that, you know. So now that I put it out there, you can have the choice. It's still about choice. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I took ecstasy. Yes, I popped Molly. Yes, I drink Hennessy. Yes, I drink lean. But this stuff actually damaged. And I just want to tell you my journey. You know, I think that rappers can do a better part of explaining what it done instead of just glorifying how it makes you feel. Eventually it takes a toll on health. Eventually you look 60 when you're 30. Eventually you croak out, you know what I mean? And then like, because life has its own thing it has to take us through health-wise, and us doing drugs is just mounting stuff on top of it. You know what I mean? So a message would be good, but not mentioning drugs, that's unreal.
I mean, but you attribute drugs. I mean, I mean, drugs are part of the reason why some of your music was. I mean, Joe, you have really, really good music.
Yeah, it enhanced it, but it also stunted it. You know, I could say, like, if you are successful and you talked about drugs and you was on drugs, that's just God showing you, you can get there. You know, I know where you're coming from, and I know what you're going through, and I see you trying to pad something. You're not actually a bad person. So I'm gonna get you there. But eventually, you're gonna have to put this shit down, because I can't, because we always saying God got us. Okay, God got us, but we're gonna have to put this stuff down so he can really have us. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So me glorifying it and using it and making it, and it helps me to make good music. I was gonna make the good music anyway. You feel me? It was just the drugs, you know, enhanced it a bit. But eventually, look at what we're talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Rehab, you know, daughters on it, you know what I mean? And then fentanyl is out here. It's almost like, what you gonna do? You know what I mean?
That fentanyl shit is no joke.
No joke.
When I was pregnant with my baby and I'm in labor, they was like, we're gonna give you some fentanyl. I said, no, you're not.
No.
They was like, it's not the stuff they have on the street.
Yeah, that stuff is.
And I'm like, what you mean it's not the stuff? They was like, that's a whole nother breed of shit. And I'm like, okay. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Now, your daughter, like, how's she doing right now?
She's not well. We asked her to get help. She went and got it. She went one time and then she left. I supported that. And I'm proud of her for going, you know what I mean? And she went another time and she left again. So right now I'm in prayer and I'm pulling and tugging for my daughter. I know she's a champion and we're gonna get through this. It's just right now, it has her wrapped up tight, you know what I mean? And the only thing I could do is let God do his work. You know what I'm saying? And do all that I can as a father, and be an example for the most part, so she can have somebody that she identifies with. You know what I'm saying? That has defeated this disease.
Was it really hard? Is it still hard?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard. Like every day is like the first day.
Really?
Yeah, because one, I could take it and go right back to that life. And I'm in hip hop. So the club, people are standing around. This guy's on that. This girl is on this. We drinking, we partying, we out all night. I can't really run from it. So, and I'm looking around. I used to be like that. And you know, the devil is always creeping around. And temptations, you know, hey.
Temptations.
Try this.
I was just out, like I said, with your old record mate or whatever, T.I., and everybody at my table was rolling a blunt. And I said, why don't y'all just share a blunt? Mm-hmm. One person said COVID. Okay. You know, but I'm like, I got high off of real contact. It wasn't like a small contact. It was like I had to leave my car and take an Uber. How are you going to do these shows when everybody in the club got a blunt?
Well, my sobriety means more to me than just one night out with people that I'm probably never going to see again. You know, I have to go home and be a representation and a father to my son. And I don't want to come back home saying that, oh, I took this pill and or not make it home, I took this pill and died, just because I felt like everybody was doing it. I'm old enough and I'm more mature now, and I have information that I found out about myself and about the drugs that I did use and about the lies that I told that were, that this is okay, and I can't gamble that, it's about me being strong-minded, and, that one night that won't be my, I'll change the narrative on that. That won't be my end all. I will not let my life go down the drain just because everybody else is doing it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be strong just for that reason.
Do you think you'll die if you go back to it?
I know I will. And I'm not finna be out here trying to test no pill, figure out, you know what I mean? That's too much stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, is this real? Let me put a little down. Got all time for that shit. Like, it's not health wise. I don't want to compromise my health, you know what I'm saying, with that. And I don't want to take the wrong thing. You know what I mean? So it goes both ways. I don't want to give out, you know what I mean? Trying to keep up with no kind of drug use anymore.
Now, surprisingly, these rappers, young, 25, they're dying. Kidneys are failing. Heart attacks, seizures, just from using the lean and Molly and all that other shit. Do you have any health problems from any of that stuff?
No, ma'am. Wow. No, ma'am. And I can actually, that's glory to God. I mean, like, I've seen it happen, you know what I mean? I just seen what happened to Lil Key.
I was gonna say that with him.
That broke my heart.
But he had stopped, and I believe it was kind of the after effects, like, the side effects from doing drugs, his kidneys fail or something like that.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people fear too. You know what I mean? If I stop, I might as well keep going. That's the type of shit that drugs make you try to believe. You know what I mean? And that's why that goes back to everybody rolling up a blunt in here. How am I going to fight it? That's one of the reasons. You feel what I'm saying? What if I go too far and can't turn back? You feel me? And something that's irreversible. You know what I mean? Oh, you went too far now. And then you go, oh, I want to quit. Like, hey, you had time. You had ample time to stop this. And if I could say anything to the youth, get out while you can. It's a lie. The drug use is a lie. You know what I mean? Like, don't believe anything nobody's telling you. Your health, your family means more than any drug you can pick up. The worst thing I could have ever done was drugs.
Now, you have a record label now.
Yes.
What are you going to tell your artists, like, when they're out and they're doing venues and they're in the studio for hours on hours and can't get that single out, and somebody says, take this, you'll be more creative. How are you going to stop that? Like,
I'm not going to tell them anything. I'm going to show them. And a good example is from action. You know what I mean? I could tell you all day, don't touch that, but I could show you how to maneuver. Like, the people on my label, which is called Redline, which consists of my cousin Duty, Ye Shay, my brother Nick, all of us are family. And the best thing that I could do while I'm on this label is show them, I could show you the do's and the don'ts. I've been where you're trying to go, and I've been lower than that you're probably gonna get. You know what I mean? Because no one wakes up and their beautiful daughter is on drugs, hard drugs, to the point where they're like a street person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't ever get it twisted about what I'm saying. I'm showing you, how to overcome this.
Do you feel like your daughter was a part of your karma? It's like looking in the mirror, She looked like you?
Yeah. And it was like me having to look at myself, what I took people through. So in some ways, yes. And in some ways, I don't think I deserved karma like that. Because karma, I don't think karma is, it doesn't have a kind. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It isn't a particular person that karma looks for. Karma is itself. You know what I'm saying? If you did it, then you get to see it again. You know what I mean? And to say that it's my karma, I would just be like, I did used to take people through stuff like that, you know, and I was oblivious to how I made you feel. I wasn't aware of you crying, my mom crying in the house, like, damn, I hope my son come home. You know what I'm saying? So it was almost like looking in the mirror, and that shit, it's a bad feeling.
Were you the first person to actually make it in your family?
Yes.
That was a lot of pressure.
Yes. A lot of my family members looked for me to do a lot. I did a lot. I still do. And that rock and that person and the drugs made me want to be alone so I could actually use them and put family to the side. Like, you know, nobody can come over here because I'm in here doing stuff. I'm in here getting high, we having these parties. You know what I mean? And with family around, that's not a good example. And I knew that. You know what I mean? And I chose drugs. And worst choice ever, you know, in getting back to who I really am, family is the most important thing in the world. That's the only thing we really have when all the money is stripped away from us and you're just naked in the world, family's still there. And I hate the fact that I chose this life other than my family.
So what you got going on now? You did say you had some exclusive information to share on our show for the winos. I'm proud of you though, and I don't know if you hear that a lot, but I'm actually proud of you. So oh my God, and my ringer is supposed to be off, so I don't know what's. Now it's off.
Yeah,
Sorry
cool.
about
So
that.
basically, I'm on the road. I've been active and still on the road. You know, by the grace of God, I should still been, you know, touring and doing my thing with these shows. I actually have a book called Rap that we're about to publish, and it explains the music industry and what people actually go through. You know, the do's and the don'ts. I have the Heart Foundation, which I go to school, kids school, and give out supplies every year. And I've been adopted by Ralph J. Bunch, my alumni. And Southside actually was one of my spots where I go to help out the kids and, you know what I'm saying, give away supplies and actually be of service, you know what I mean? Like to just mentor kids. And I have this other venture that I'm getting into called artist development. I'm gonna teach how to write music and how to perform and, you know, the formation of writing songs and actually being a great artist. And I think I can explain that to children that want to learn how to write, because I also know how to sing. You know what I mean?
You gonna blow something for us right now?
Ooh, I was kidding. But I can teach music because I'm musically inclined. I've been doing it for a minute. I sung in the choir with my grandma, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I actually want to teach the art of music and artist development. We're opening that up. And that's pretty much what we have on.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Congratulations on that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so that's it? That's all you got going on?
Yeah, that's all I got going on. Anything else that I have, you'll be the first to know.
You better tell me. For real.
Got you. I got you.
It's always good because a lot of shows that I do don't have a happy ending. And this is truly a happy ending. And it's not really the end, it's the beginning. Because your journey is really just now starting.
Yeah.
So I think you have the personality. I think you're missing out on a great comedy career.
Yeah, and you know, we're actually looking into going into the TV business.
Okay.
And we're just gonna I want to do the work instead of just using my celebrity to get in there.
You've done work. Use your celebrity to get in there. Stop.
You know what I'm saying? So,
you know how hard it is out here for a non-celebrity to get in?
Yeah, but I
Listen.
actually want to walk the walk. So
Okay.
actually when it's time to receive awards, which I will, I want to be able to say I work for that.
Okay.
You know, and I'm a rapper. I want to actually go into acting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Are you gonna do your LL Cool J thing?
yeah, you
Okay.
know, us Capricorns do it well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to LL, my Capricorn brother. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, again, I'm always happy to have someone sitting here that's actually just doing it. And not only are you're just saying it, but you're doing it. And I really fuck with that hard. And I really appreciate you even sitting down despite our back and forth. Because you blocked me on Instagram. I'm still blocked. Let me go. Like, I'm still blocked. You gonna unblock me?
Yeah, I can unblock you.
You better unblock. Y'all hear that, right? He said he was gonna unblock me. Look, when I type in Young Dro blocked. Oh no, you unblocked me.
I did?
You did.
Cool.
Let me see if the messages are still there from you cussing me out. You deleted them. You went in on my ass. Listen.
Yeah, we had our little spat. It's cool though.
It's okay. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And you're just gonna look at that camera and you're gonna tell the winos, now I gotta go. And bye.
Now I gotta go. I'll holler at y'all. Bye.
Bye. All right, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Don't leave me
Thank
hanging.
you. Oh, I ain't see it. I ain't see it. I ain't see it.
All right. Close your legs to marry men. Close your legs. Close your legs. You know, this wig was everything back in the day with a spaghetti strap shirt. You remember the spaghetti strap shirts? All right, we're back. I gotta wake y'all up and be a little loud. You know what I'm saying? All right, so real quick, for those of y'all in the comments, because I saw the comments, okay, that thought that Nene really killed Greg because I made a joke and said it and everybody knows he died of cancer. Fuck you. Okay? Now, come on now. Y'all, that's some bullshit. I'm saying hypothetically, okay? Hypothetically. She killed the man spiritually, mentally, financially. But she didn't kill that man, okay? Do I believe she somewhat loved him? Yeah. But everybody knows Greg died of cancer, okay? And may he rest his soul. But did she collect that insurance check? She did, okay? I hear people saying, did she really kill him? No. Cancer did. No. I realize sometimes I got to be like real direct. Because y'all don't know when I'm joking. And y'all don't know when I'm being serious. We got to get better at this, guys. Y'all trying to put me $8 million in debt. Okay? Then, oh my God, you said she killed him. Hypothetically, I'm from the South. Spiritually, mentally. You know, she had boyfriends and stuff. We interviewed them. All right, so Nene Leaks did not kill Greg Leaks. Physically. Nene Leaks did not kill Greg Leaks. Physically. Ain't no allegedly need to be said. She ain't kill him, but I'm talking about the heart. The heart. Anyway, close your legs to people's married men. Now, I need y'all to do me a little favor. Hold on for a second. You know what? I'm gonna wait. Ooh, that's the wrong person. I need y'all to get on Twitter. And I need y'all to, I'm gonna tweet Katrina Leaks, okay? Because Katrina Leaks is Greg Leaks' daughter. And apparently she tweeted and said that Greg was married when he met Nene. And Nene didn't care. So this is, she's a habitual husband stealer. Okay, so I'm gonna tweet Katrina Leaks since she ain't got no DM, so I can't DM her. Okay, all I know is she knits and stuff on Etsy. And I'm gonna need y'all to support that. So while we get this interview, so what I'm gonna need y'all to do, okay? I'm about to go to Twitter right now. I'm gonna need to use the power of the Wino gang, and I'm gonna need y'all to tweet Katrina Leaks. My email. Hit Tasha K in the DM now. Hit her now, okay? Hit her now. And I need this to go over and over and over until she say, let me call this girl. I need this, okay? Y'all need this, okay? So I'm going to be like, Katrina, you need to call me, honey. Hold on. Hold on. I did. I be typing fast when I don't spell the words correct. Okay, so the tweet is right there. I just hearted the tweet. I need y'all to retweet this on Twitter. I said, Leaks Katrina, call me, hit my number. We need an interview. Y'all gotta help me on this one because she ain't got no way to contact her. I cannot contact her. I got on her stepmother's wig. Tell her I got the wig on, okay? Help me out. Help me. Okay? Help me. We need that interview. We sure do. We do all things Nene over here, okay? All things Nene. Hold on, where the tweet go? Shit. Chelsea, where the damn tweet go? Is it down? I can't even find it. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I see it. But it ain't showing up under my tweets. So let me do a tweet and reply. Okay. All right. Here. Talk to the winos. You can find me on Twitter, on Wine with Tasha. I really need y'all help on this, okay? Now, I got a little announcement to make. Y'all gonna be mad at me, okay? Now, they out here telling lies, talking about I'm demonetized. That is not true, okay? You want Jasmine to put the receipts on the screen? We can, all right? We are very monetized, okay? When we started our app, YouTube called a meeting with me with 4 of their black executives, okay? And they asked, why do I have an app? You know, they rolled out the YouTube subscription. I told Patreon, kiss my ass, okay? And Shek surprised us with an app, okay? And we have not been putting everything into that app, okay? The goal at Unwind with Tasha K, hence Kibi Studios, is to build a network, okay? This is just one piece of it, meaning I'm going to be able to facilitate a whole platform where black creators can bring me projects, create projects, produce projects, and we view them on the app. Sort of like, you know, a black version of, I don't know, BT, because they used to be black. You know what I'm saying? So, that is the goal. Now, that has always been the goal. Okay, Shek has been in production for almost 22, 23 years. He was doing this before I started doing this, okay? Now, I'm more in the creativity department. I create content. I'm a host, a personality, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, God put us together. I say that all the time. God did it. Yes, he did. Thank him. Look to your neighbor and say, thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you for Shek, okay? Anyway. So, we have to, as African Americans who want to be independent, who don't want to be censored, who don't want to be, I guess, up under the rule of anybody, okay? We have to take a step and we have to put a lot of energy into building our app. And that's where a majority of my content has been going. However, I'm not giving up on YouTube. This is not what this is, okay? Y'all are just going to see, okay, some content during the week and very seldom lives, meaning my Fuckery Friday, my biggest show, is going to be streamed on my app. Now, we're not going to start this immediately, but eventually this is what's going to happen, okay? All right? YouTube has had conversations with me about censoring myself. Only because they want me to appeal, of course, to a bigger audience. But I'm Tasha. I'm from the South. I'm from Panama City, Florida. We curse around here. I may curse your ass out. You understand what I'm saying? We drank a little bit. I know I ain't been drinking. Just let me get through this medication and this surgery, and I'm good. We're going to get back to sipping. But we have to take this step forward. We didn't put thousands of dollars, almost hundreds of thousands of dollars, into building our own app just to give our content to another machine, and they tell us what they think it's worth. What do you mean, oh God? What's going on? Did I say something wrong? Oh, okay. And so we got to divide half and half, okay? Half and half. Now, I'm not forcing y'all to come to the app, but if you are true supporters and you really love my content, welcome. We love you, okay? We love you. We will love you over there. You guys know I don't beg for y'all to subscribe. I tell you, and if you do subscribe to cuss my ass out. But this is something that we have to do, and if we don't do it, then we will never be independent. And the goal is to be an independent network. Now, I know to y'all, some of y'all, it may seem like an unattainable goal. It may seem too big to reach. It may seem impossible to do, you know? But this is something that we have to do. Shek and I, as a married couple, as partners, as business partners, as parents together, we have to put our money where our mouth is, okay? And so the goal is Black independent films, Black independent television shows. Shows like mine that I will host, not just my shows, but your shows. I am so tired of seeing the same talent being rotated over and over in our face. Do you know how much true Black talent is out there? And really, the only market that is allowing Black talent to shine is Africa, is Nollywood, okay? And so I want you guys to understand me when I say this. I have to put my money where my mouth is. And so Fuckery Friday, eventually in a couple months, we'll go down to like 1, maybe 2 shows a month. And I will put out individual topics on the channel. Like, you know, remember how I used to go back to those individual topics and it's just one topic? And so I don't want you to get upset when I say, hey, guys, we're about to go, you know, and do Fuckery Friday on the show, because we're going to eventually use that money. And if you want to be, listen, I don't, you know, the app members asked the other night, how can they invest? We're trying to figure that out. If you want to invest in the app, we would love you to have, you know, because a lot of people want to grow with something. You know, just like Jay-Z, shit, didn't he grow with Uber? Yeah. Nobody thought Uber was going to do it, okay? Then they got that. Jay-Z said, I'll tell you what, the rappers is going to rap about this. And no, I'm not comparing myself to Jay-Z. I'm not comparing myself to any of these people. I am Tasha, and with the little bit of time that I have had with my husband and I, we have built a really, really good thing. A really good thing. And over the last few weeks, we have been really hard at developing the app, sort of just like how YouTube is at. We'll be able to go live straight from my phone over there shortly. We got a community feed. You can see me live for $2.99. And if you want to watch any of the interviews, that's $12 with my live. So it's an all-inclusive package, okay? And so I just want you to understand me when I do this, all right? Because if I don't do it, then guess what? I'm going to die. We're going to die saying woulda, shoulda, coulda. And I know it's hard. It's not supposed to be easy. But I have to follow my heart. And most importantly, I can't censor myself. The bigger we get as creators, see, when I was doing that at like 100,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers, it was no problem. You have to understand, y'all, I have an FBI file, right? When you have an FBI file, it's because you have power. Now, I ain't breaking no laws over here contrary to what these other journalists are trying to tell you. I don't know why these journalists are reporting on me sending tips and that's how they get their damn news. You got a tip, so why the hell I can't report on a tip? That's the craziest shit to me. But the problem is my tip gets a lot more coverage than they old crappy ass newspapers and Twitter sites. And I'm a black woman. I'm not trying to be out here like Monique, y'all. I'm trying to be Tyler Perry, Oprah, Lee Daniels. I'm just saying, I ain't out here trying to have nobody tell me what I'm worth, okay? The only people that can tell me what I'm worth is y'all. That's it. The name of my app is TashaKLive.com, okay? We spent a lot of money building this app. We're going to be hiring more people to run this app. We're making a lot of sacrifices to get this app off the ground. If you are a filmmaker that has films that have not been seen yet, if you have television shows, if you have ideas, I'm talking about serious people with scripts and stuff already ready, holla at us. UNWINEWITHTASHAK@gmail.com. Holla at us. Hell, you can be actors, actresses in our skits. You know what I'm saying? In our movies and stuff like that, guys. And I know, like I said, they gonna talk shit. It's cool. But they said we wouldn't do this here. They said we wouldn't do what we did here. And when we break a story, they break it, 5 months later, and y'all gonna tell them we told you so. So I love you guys for everything that y'all have done for me, and y'all have literally proven that I've already known that I belong in this space, okay? But y'all gave it that extra validation, and without y'all, I wouldn't be here. And without y'all, I wouldn't even be able to afford to start an app, okay? We got so many creators hitting us saying, please, Tasha, how did you do that? They don't want Patreon. They don't want all these other sites. They want their own. Which means if everything else come down, when I saw them take that white man down, Alex Jones to me was just entertaining, okay? I ain't believe shit he was talking about. Alex Jones was entertaining. Sometimes we like people that think differently, that's entertainment. But when these corporate heads get in the way and they want to monetize you and they want you to work solely for them, you can't do much. And Alex Jones had more power than the government. And they took him down. Now, they're not threatening to take me down, but we've seen this happen before. When I look at the creators, Petey Pie. Let's look at Petey Pie. Petey Pie, 100 million YouTube followers. This is a white man. These are talking about two white men, not a black woman yet, but two white men. Had they would have had their own, they could have said, you know what? Fuck the 100 million. Fuck it. And so, this has always been a dream of ours, but I really want to be Tasha. Not being able to say the N-word, that burns me. I grew up with that word. But we say it on the app. You know what I'm saying? We say it over there. I can cuss you out over there. You know what I'm saying? The bigger I get, the more restricted I get in my content. And it's just not going to go the way it should go. And so as a result, I have to do Fuckery Friday starting in a few months, once a month, maybe two, and we'll do pre-recorded videos of me doing commentary for those of y'all that aren't ready to support, or maybe you can't, it's just not in your budget to support right now. Maybe you just, you just don't want to. You enjoy it over here, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't jump on this now, if we don't jump on this now, we will never do it. And so, you know, I apologize for this message being long. I know they're going to tell you, oh, I'm demonetized. No, I'm not. And I'll show you the monetization on this video. Okay, you can't Photoshop that shit. All right? And so I appreciate YouTube for their awards. And they have asked me, Tasha, can you please keep all of your content over here? And I say no. When I'm flying out or when I'm flying guests in to do, you know, interviews, you want to determine how much it is that this video is worth as opposed to looking at my expenses. You guys aren't considering my travel expenses. You're not considering the hotel, the food, the time, the energy, the babysitter fees. You telling me what you think it's worth. And that just won't happen no more. So my content will go on my app where we have thousands of followers right now that are supporting every single month, whether it's $2.99, whether it's $12. That's love right there. That is love. And this is only the beginning. Only the beginning, okay? And so I'm not going to run this again. I just want to really put out there that I'm not leaving YouTube. But I will be putting a lot of energy into building my own network. And one day, I don't know when that day is going to be, I may have to say I got to go from YouTube. Because I got other people that's got to come in and we got to develop content and shows. And, you know, I want to be touring. Yes, I want to be touring. I want to come to your city and I want to make you laugh. And we're going to do our own tours. Ain't nobody going to get me no contract. I'm writing the contracts. Okay? Let me see the comments, Jazz, before I wrap this up. That was so heavy. That was so heavy. That was so heavy. Oh, man. I want to cry. I'm a G. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm going to cry. No, I'm going to cry. Shit, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry because I don't cry. I don't cry, guys. I'm gonna cry because I'm crying. I said I'm gonna cry. I'm crying. Oh, man. Oh, man.
We love you, Tasha.
Oh, my gosh. I'm crying because it's really, really fucking like amazing at how hard y'all fuck with me, right? You know, despite all of the negativity out there, people that don't watch our content, they only come in to create their own narrative because they ain't got shit going on. But we have pioneered a space for people like myself to just be themselves, right? And we've had, they haven't even been obstacles, but you know, everybody got something to say. But I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really putting my fucking money where my mouth is. And y'all take time out of y'all schedules. Y'all put y'all kids down. Y'all got the kids watching and y'all fuck with me. Like, there's nowhere I cannot go. And, like, you know, despite what y'all hear on the internet, I can care less. But, like, that's not shown to me when I'm out in these streets at all. Nobody has ever came at me sideways. Nobody has ever said anything bad. Okay? And when my husband surprised me with the app, I was like, wow, like, this is really dope. And let me tell you how the app came in place. Let me tell you how much the more we grow, the more restricted we get. So I did a story. It was just a basic story, right? It didn't have no receipts, no nothing in it, right? And I put it on Patreon. And we was making a lot of fucking money on Patreon, right? Shout out to Larry Reed, because Larry Reed really planted the seed for me to go private, because I always said I would never go private, but I've always wanted to own my own network. But in this day and time, you really have to do it with subscriptions. Zeus is doing it. Yeah, I drag Zeus, but Zeus, I'm a member. I'm supporting Black, right? I don't cry. Oh my gosh. I don't know what just happened here. I'm a G. Fuck this shit. So we put up a basic story. Somebody sent in just a complaint to Patreon and said, oh, she's using my name and my likeness. Patreon froze my account. When I'm talking about, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. I was like, and do you know, they didn't have a number. They didn't have an email. They didn't have anything. You remember that story, Josie? Jasmine, you remember that story? They had us froze for like 30 days. I got money. Like, I brought people to their site. I brought my audience to their site, and they didn't even have a number to where, and I got people that work for me, right? This is the shit y'all don't see. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll pay them before I get paid. And so they froze the shit off of a lie. And I said, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I said, how do I come to a site, bring you my audience, put money in your pocket, Patreon, and you don't even have a number that I can call to try to fix the bullshit that was sitting because somebody got embarrassed over a story that was done. So they finally, after 30 days, undid it. And that was the last time. When I tell you, I closed down the Patreon. I said, fuck all the money, and I closed it down. Shek came back months later and had the app. I didn't even know Shek was working on the app. But I was just like, that right there, I was like, so you want to use me to bring subscribers to your platform. You reached out to me, and now that I got my app, Patreon is like, what can we pay you to come back? You can't pay me shit but dust. But fucking dust. See, people want to talk shit, right? But like, they don't see that shit behind the scenes. Like, you know, I'm slaving. And the way YouTube works, let me tell you something about YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube gave me y'all and more and then some. But let me tell you how YouTube works. And I said, it's surprising that no one has filed a lawsuit about this. Let me tell you, nobody's even figured it out. Let me tell you how well I know their metrics, right? So I have a video go viral. Let's just say I have 3 videos back to back that go viral, okay? Let's just say the average payout a month is $50,000, but when you have like videos go viral, each video over 1 million gets you about $12,000. Over 1 million views gets you about $12,000. So when you got 3 of them that go viral, they all get you $12,000, right? So you have a great month. So now you got $80,000, $90,000 on YouTube. That's a lot of money. You got creators that got 100,000 followers that are getting that kind of money with viral videos, right? So if you don't go live or you don't put out a video for more than 5 days, they dial back that revenue, right? They showing ass to your audience. You brought in 1 million followers with your content, million viewers, millions of views. They showing ads. They showing ads, pushing ads. But as soon as you don't go live in 5 days, all that money that you made, they dial it back, right? So I'm like, and I noticed this like probably when I like hit like 200,000 followers. I said, why is it that I'm supposed to get paid for ads being shown? Like, you showed your ads to my audience, But why are you now taking the money back? They do it to all the creators. So they do that to keep you working. So if you see your money decreasing, you come and you start working, and you're like, wait a minute, like this is a business. So all these views I just bought you, and if I don't claim this money in 7 days by keeping other videos coming, I don't get that money. So your agreement with me is now void. Basically, you just reneged on your contracts because you've already exposed the ads. It's just like when you go to television and they have the 30-second ads, those advertisers pay that money for that block. Boom. That's it. That's it. They pay for that. And I figured that out at 200,000 followers, and I'm like, damn, like they really, really fucking over people. Like, but they have created a lot of success because so many people have gone beyond and did the things that they wanted to do. So they use it as leverage, sort of like how people use reality TV for bigger things. You see what I'm saying? Imagine all that work you put in for the month, and if you take off 5 days, they're taking it back. They're like, oh, give it back, but they done already got to your audience and exposed their ads, and now they have the power now to, even if you're not monetized. I'm seeing creators not monetized. YouTube is showing ads, but they're getting paid to show ads. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, how is it that no one has sued about this? But that's because YouTube has it in their contract. If you file a lawsuit, when we create a YouTube channel, we have to sue them in their county. We have to use their judges. So they're kind of like, and so nobody really has that type of money to go up against. And I'm just shocked there hasn't been a class action lawsuit, right? On that, because you can't say we get paid, you're exposing ads and we get 60% or 70%, and then you take that money back. That's slavery. And so really thinking about it, you know, Shek and I have been talking about this for a while, and it's like, how long are we gonna slave? How long are we gonna keep flying people in, trying to give the best content to YouTube for YouTube to pay me for it? But then guess what? If I don't keep videos coming, Lord behold, I get sick, my son gets sick, something go wrong, we can't get nothing up. You know what I'm saying? Boom, they take their money back. They say, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't keep your end of the bargain, so fuck that video you just did of 1 million. You know what I'm saying? This is with every creator. So like, my husband has been trying, like, Tasha, look, you're not abandoning your audience. And I know this is probably what y'all are thinking. I'm not abandoning y'all, but I have to work smart and not hard. This is bigger than myself. This is legacy. This is generational wealth. I'm watching my peers do what it is that I want to do, and they're doing it. So why can't I do it? And I do it independently. I don't want anybody to have power and control. We want to be able to put that money back into our community and produce awesome Black creative shows, not using the same rotated talent. How many times we gonna see Kevin Hart or in a movie, like the same fucking character? How many times? They are not allowing new talent to come through the door. It's bullshit. Nollywood is employing Black Africans like crazy. But in Hollywood, less than 1% of Black people have content, and if they do, they create a specialized app for them to produce content. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Now, I don't know how where this is gonna go. I just know what the plan is, and I'm gonna do my best. And without the support of y'all, I wouldn't be able to do anything. And so, yes, we will be funneling majority of our content to our app, and we would love for you guys to subscribe. Like I said, to access the live streams with me, just like Fuckery Friday every day, uncensored. I can say what the hell I want to say. I can say when I want to say it. I can say it. I can drag whoever I want, whatever. I can, if I need to take off, or if I have to take off because I'm working on other stuff, I can do that. And you guys still have a plethora of content to watch because we're gonna be forever feeding it. TashaKLive.com, $12 or $2.99. And I'm crying because I'm thankful, and I'm crying because this conversation was so hard for me to have with y'all. Because I was like, they're going to they're going to be upset. They're going to feel like, oh, you're just, you're selling out, you're forgetting about us. And that's not what this is. If I don't do this, guess what? If they wanted to, let's just say hypothetically, right? I didn't have a good relationship with YouTube, and the lawsuit made YouTube feel as if I'm an untrustworthy creator and they wanted to take me down. What would I have? Let's just say hypothetically that happened. What would I have? I still got bills. I still got people that work for me. I still got legal fees. I still got all types of shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, I work just like everybody else. Let's just say, but they're not like that. They love the channel. They don't even want me on the app. They want me over here. But given their track record, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be there. If I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them and you. I just can't trust them the way that I want to trust them. And really, you should never put all your eggs in one basket at all. And yes, Kevin Samuels, keeping that damn revenue high. I seen him. I was like, he knew the YouTube. He gonna get it. One day he gonna be like, I can't work like this. He gonna be like, I can't work. We talked about it. You can't. I know the money good. It feel good, but you can't keep working the way YouTube wants you to work. It's not feasible. That's like 7 days a week. Come on. And it's stressful. You're dealing with the public. You're dealing with YouTube. You're dealing with videos behind the scenes. Like, it's so much stuff, y'all. It's stressful. So, you said this is why Ellen retired? I just can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. And, we're going to try our best to really get our network off the ground. It will be available on Amazon, on Roku, all those apps, Fire Sticks, all that stuff. And so just give us time. It is being built out. Every time y'all subscribe, we're building it. We're adding new features. Please, guys, if you are new, holla at us on the community feed. I want to take the time to thank Chelsea and Jasmine, because we all have been going through so many changes. You know what I'm saying? We have other people that I can't mention for anonymous reasons, okay? I want to thank my husband. I want to thank my kids, for the sacrifice and stuff. And I want to thank y'all. I really want to thank y'all, okay? I'm not going to cry no more. I can't. Maybe my period about to start. I don't know. I think my period about to start. Jasmine, what you think? It's about that time? That's why I'm crying? You ain't never seen me cry, have you?
Maybe once or twice.
Once or twice?
In the years.
I don't cry, y'all. But I love you guys, okay? And we're going to head on over to the app, all right? TashaKLive.com. We'll be in the $2.99 tier for, we're probably going to only be on the live for an hour because I got to let these girls go home, okay? So I love you guys, and I will see you next week on YouTube, and I'll see you every day on the app, okay? TashaKLive.com. Bye.